You look like a light heavyweight. This will do anything, and you got to admire him for that.
That's it. Usman's had an injury. He wanted nobody. Some players are very hard on him, and they think they can stay just like which is the
People are more. He was injured. No doubt he was injured.
Yeah, hot mic. Hot mic.
And it was going to be as big a player paid.
Yes.
And why would he turn that down? I mean, people.
If you ever need one, by the way, on this top flap, I always have pants.
I hate to give him the
And snacks.
Everybody where to follow, where to read the column.
Yahoo Sports, of course. Kevin I, K-E-V-I-N-I.
Oh, so
Instagram.
Thanks for following. Always good. Thanks, Kevin.
Thanks, Ellie. You're the man.
We're waiting.
Hey, Ellie, turn that off.
Hold on.
Turn it off. Oh, no. We can't have it on. Text it. Yes.
Oh, Sean Porter. Sean Porter's over here. He's live on Fox right now.
Do you want me to leave this on?
They're talking about Manny Pacquiao.
Introduce yourself and your publicist.
I am Kevin Ioli on the boxing writer at Yahoo Sports.
Sir, what's your prediction on this fight? Pacquiao versus Ugas?
I like Pacquiao to win by decision. I think it's one of those fights that Ugas can win the fight. Pacquiao spent all his training camp preparing for a left-hander, and now he's going to fight somebody who's a right-hander, but he's a veteran. I think Ugas will give him some hard moments in the fight, but I like Pacquiao to win the decision.
Do you any way that if Manny is his last fight, you show?
I think when you think about it, if he does run for the presidency, which he has to announce by February, the election is in May. I mean, how do you fight when you're the head of state? I mean, I just don't see how you get that done. Freddie Roach talked about it once. So I think there's a good chance, unless Earl Spence has a really quick recovery and can come back, and I don't think that's likely, to be honest with you, but in that unlikely event, then I could maybe see Manny fighting him in January. But I think that's highly unlikely because it's going to take a number of months for Spence to heal, and then you'd have to train. And we don't even know if he's ever going to be good to fight again. So I think there's a really good chance this is his last fight, which is why you want to be here to document it. It's going to be a historic moment. It's one of the greatest fighters who ever lived. If this is his last fight, it's a very significant moment in the history of boxing.
Do you think that a lot of the practice for the replacement, like 2 weeks notice for the boxers?
I do remember.
I mean, Ugas was going to fight in the co-main event on this fight, so he was training, he was preparing for a fight. He has the same problem as Manny has. He was preparing for a right-hander, and he's going to fight a left-hander. Manny was preparing for a left-hander, who's going to fight a right-hander. So they're both in the same boat, but they're both veterans, right? Ugas was an Olympic bronze medalist, had a lot of amateur fights. Now he's a professional world champion. He's a good fighter. Anybody who might have seen him against Sean Porter, they know how good Sean Porter is. And he gave Sean, a lot of people thought he won that fight against Sean Porter. So Ugas is a very good fighter. I don't think he's going to have any problem making the adjustment. And he'll have the motivation of going on to the main event to fight an iconic fighter like Manny. And then from Manny's standpoint, if this is his last fight, the last thing he wants to do is go out with a loss. And so you think Manny's going to be on his game. And, I mean, just because he's on his game doesn't mean he's going to win. But I think, you look at Pacquiao and they say he's the more talented fighter, and the odds are in his favor.
For your thing, what's the key to Ugas to be win tonight?
I think the key for Ugas is he really has to hit him with the jab early and often. Manny is not a fighter, even though he's smaller, Manny's not a guy that works on the inside, right? Ugas likes to work on the inside. Manny has that little crow hop that he does where he gets inside, lands a punch, and then he gets a wing. And I think, you stop that, by jabbing at him. And I think if Ugas can, keep a consistent jab going the entire fight, and not let Manny get his feet set. And I also think, Ugas needs to take it and, kind of pin Manny on the ropes where Manny can't move. I think you'll see Manny move backwards in the fight as much as he can to try to draw Ugas in. And I think you'll see Ugas try to pin him on the rope. So if he does that, I think that's a very important thing for Ugas. If he has Pacquiao pinned on the ropes and he can land some combinations where Manny doesn't have any room to move.
Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to interview.
Well, thank you so much for having me. Appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
You got it, man. Thank you. Appreciate you. Thanks. What's out there, Big Eddie?
I watched him growing up, which is the craziest thing. When I watched him,
He's here.
Sugar Sam.
He is here.
Sugar Sam.
How are you, Tim?
I've been better.
Yeah.
What's happening? Hurt yourself?
How old is that your boy now?
Good to see you as well. When was your surgery? Oh, so you're still on fight night.
I'm old, man. It's gonna take me a long time to recover.
Dude, so don't.
Wait, on fight night he turns 2 months? Oh,
It's a
okay.
stress test right here.
How was the plane?
It's not a huge milestone. It's not like a
Hey, man.
Right,
How you doing?
right.
I upgraded the
maybe 2.5.
I got up a couple of times.
And then we're gonna go over.
Back up steps.
Yep, I just got your note. Hey, what's up?
That's
Yeah,
cool,
it was
man.
I didn't know who was on. I just
So you don't want to be making trips to Australia?
yeah, me too.
No, that's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen anytime soon, but I do have to go to Italy for my daughter's wedding.
She said married in Italy. Is she married in Italy? Good. I don't mind that. I hope she didn't just pick Italy as a big dad makes a trip across the world.
Yeah.
So here we go. Finally, I'm gonna try to guys. This is definitely
I don't mean that as a
All the travel.
I know what you're like all fluffy. Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah, that's
Now you're
Go to
stuck.
bed. I highly recommend it.
Where do you have that thing?
in my office.
Oh, nice.
I mean,
I've been pretty much like all the cities I've been there. But all the cities I wanted to go to, Rome and
yeah.
Deplete some. Yeah, I hear you on that.
But I primarily been to like the Tuscany region. The only place that I want to go is like I want to go north. I want to go to Milan. I don't think we're gonna make it on this trip.
How long are you going to be
10 days.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll do the wedding and then we'll spend some time after.
Being,
How old's your daughter now?
Any news on Tom? No, he's the last. He's like, I'm the last to know.
We kept wondering why she wanted to go back and forth to Italy and getting these visas.
He just said that
What's going on, man?
Al told him that it'll never be outbid, which means if it happens, it would happen on
Yeah?
PBC platforms.
Wow.
But I try not
Me
to.
and my wife.
right, right. It's a good call.
My son is like diehard.
My wife is like diehard figures. That's who gets up at 3 in the morning to go take skating lessons every single day, and then she goes to work after that.
My wife takes him to skating like 6 in the morning on it.
my phone on the tripod, and the tripod turned off the phone. It pressured the toothbrush.
So usually she doesn't even go. Who's the babysitter? Tanya Hardy.
That's what always happens.
I love Tanya Hardy. You remember when she fought on that Tyson
I was
card?
gonna say she fights. Yeah.
He only fought once,
Oh well.
but still.
She still fights.
You could take down. You know, that.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, 10,000 plus.
I mean, I meant more like
Oh, for
like PB, like
fighters.
Charles. Because Charles would have been here for sure.
Oh yeah, he'd have brought it. Them and probably Beyonce.
I was wondering maybe even Beyonce. You know?
No, I do think a lot of guys that would have came to support Errol Spence
Probably are out.
When'd you get in?
They might though.
Probably get, you might get Lara.
Like who?
Lara? What is on Lara?
Oh, OTs.
I bet you we do get that.
Well, Lara's the 160 guy.
Lara is
He moved
one.
up, didn't he?
Did he find
For
it?
Lamont, I think he did.
Oh,
Last
okay.
fight was at 160.
It's about time.
Yeah, Michael. Remember they were talking about fighting back in the day? A couple years ago?
Oh, that was a while back.
Yeah.
Because I think they were both like avoided.
Right.
So I was like, all right, well, who's the most avoided then? You know, like,
Boogeyman
gonna
of
make them
54
accept.
versus Boogeyman of 60.
Right, yeah,
In a
exactly.
Boogeyman takeover.
Who is the most
Dedicated.
the
Margarito and Paul Williams did that back in the day.
They did. That was good stuff. Margarito left top rank for that one. Bob wasn't too happy about it.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, like it was like some kind of side deal he did, like, but like they still paid. They paid top rank something, but it wasn't like Bob didn't like it. At the time, Bob was like, and then he ended up losing.
He probably wouldn't have liked it if he promoted the whole fight. Probably like, why are you fighting Paul Williams?
I think that was part of it.
Yeah.
He was like, like you're fucking it up. Like
I'm building you up into this.
Right.
Honestly, you're gonna fight Paul Williams.
But didn't he fight Paul Williams? I think that was before he fought Coco. It was before he fought Coco. So that was part of it too. Was he like, oh, I'm gonna build this.
Photo thing up.
Just go to Mexico, Puerto Rico, and then you take a loss.
It probably pushed the fight back a year.
I think it did, and Margarito I think that kind of did on the deal too a little bit because it was like one fight. I think he had just like one fight in and winning, and then that was it.
Yeah. You got the Chocolate River? Yeah, we've been there before. Yeah, yeah. And then on Sunday, okay.
All right, guys, hit the like button. I only got 3 likes. Come on, my peeps. It's one for you. But yeah, Pacquiao, we're here in the front row, so just hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and as soon as people come out, we'll hear it, obviously. Found it. Let's go with that.
Well, I can't wait to see him in the Olympics.
I'm not letting his family in.
How far are you from here?
Do I live? Yeah. 20. And you know, that's a big reason this takes a little time to get off the strip. Without that, 15. I live close. Full.
Yeah, especially you.
Like,
Is this an easier weekend for you with like the whole squad here?
yeah. Yeah. No pressure now. Get what you need.
Whatever you could get.
Yeah. Less money probably, but no trade-off with the pros. My question structure is getting tougher because a lot of my questions, they really can't talk about it heading into the fight. It's very technical.
Well, I mean, it's
Oh, it's the way you have to phrase things and such.
Right. To me, those are the questions that matter. And unfortunately, the real questions that matter are only answered on fight night. So,
Truly, right.
like for example, my real question tactically for people is one of them. You're a good body puncher, right? But it's really hard, and I wouldn't get this specific, but it's really hard to get Manny with body punches in the center of the ring because of his speed, because of his hands and his speed. The only time you've ever seen Manny really take body punches is on the ropes. You know, so because it's fast, it's hard to hit him in the center of the ring with a fucking body punch. What do you do?
How do you
Figure that out. I think the answer is watching tape, timing,
right.
counter punching. Yeah.
That's a great question, though. I say you still ask it.
Right.
Yeah, I say you still ask the question.
I've been asking stuff like that here and there, and sometimes it It's like, you want me to tell you the game plan? No, I understand. That's the question that actually matters in betting the fight night. How is the fighter going to deal with
Yeah,
it?
as long as you don't become like that parent that's pushing them into doing
Yeah, I guess it is. It really puts it on the fighter to get creative. How, you know what I'm saying?
I would see interviews back in the day, 70s, 80s, of Ali, Duran, Leonard. Like, this is what I'm gonna do. This is how the fight's like Tyson Fury did with Johnson. This is what I'm gonna do. This is the game plan, and this is how it's gonna go down on the fight night. And a lot of these guys now, I don't want to talk about it. It's like, man, I wish you'd be a little bit more like they.
Right, like something. Give something.
Yeah, give something. Yeah, give something in the ballpark. You don't have to give away the
like, well,
A
I'm
through
gonna,
Z.
you know, every time he steps to the left, I still come out right. You know, don't give me that. But say, well, just tell us what you think. Kind of like that is the answer, right? So creative. You know, well, typically the way you beat fits with your hands use your time.
Right.
And so I'm going to use my time the best I can.
Right.
In the spots that I can.
Perfect. Thank you.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
Yeah, I gotta keep my distance.
Hey, what's up?
Thank you guys for watching. But appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. You guys can get the likes up. That'd be great because this way my live gets suggested more. Appreciate you guys. Hey, thank you very much. Like it. But yeah, press conference starting soon. We're just all waiting here, and so now you guys just get the hot mic on me, roast. So yeah, comment who do you guys got? Pacquiao, Ugas. Do you think Pacquiao or Ugas has what it takes for the upset? Let me know.
Yeah, I know. I usually had this thing sticking out there, but I don't see it. Like I said, I didn't know maybe it was an extra piece.
So like her memory is like, now she got long term. Yeah.
What's going on, brother?
That was Steven.
Woo-hoo. Do you
What's up, man? I'm good.
No. I am not. Oh, what's the latest card you got, bro?
The what?
The latest card you got. The card on your game show. I think last was Mike Trout.
Roberto Clemente.
Hey.
But we're working on getting him probably later in the week. I gotta keep grinding.
Oh, that's the next
We're
one?
gonna get. No, I got him.
Oh, you got him
I
already.
don't really care. He's on the bench.
How you put them on the bench?
I'm not taking out Strider Griffin. Roberto Clemente. And they're about to be joined by Vlad Guerrero, Senior.
Okay.
Back in the day, he's going to right field. He's replacing Acuna. You know, the guy from the Braves.
Okay.
He's gonna have to. So the outfield is Rippy, Trout, and Vlad Guerrero.
Good to see you too, man. What's up, Schmo?
I wanna hear the day when you tell me you get Babe Ruth, bro.
Oh yeah, he's in the game. I'll
You
get
get
him.
the Bambino. I wanna hear that
We'll
stuff.
get in there.
Yeah.
He's gonna have like the perfect stats, like 100 across the board. If you even get close to hitting the ball, he's gonna get a home run.
It's a great
And then
Bambino, bro.
Madden, I just played my first game of the new Madden today.
Oh yeah?
Stomped him out.
Stop somebody out?
Yeah.
Who was it? Just some
I mean,
random.
I'm a dick. I use the Bucks, of course. You gotta use the best team in the world.
Were you that kid, bro?
Yeah.
Always choosing the best
Yeah.
player just to beat.
Yeah. It's about winning.
It's about winning. It's not about challenging yourself. Do you have knockout keys? Any of the old knockout keys?
Yeah, I
Did you fuck
had
with that, or
them. Yeah, I
no?
have them. I played the newest one, Fight Night, from 10 years ago. I knew boxing game was kind of just
Maybe something.
There will be
ESBC
There you go.
gameplay, the movement.
Not feeling it?
We'll see that. Best of luck, boys.
I hope it works. You know.
Thank you.
Yeah, but then put my name. No, que no va. No, el día de la
Good.
He has his video that this guy comes. Oh yeah? Hey, if you don't come, we have a fight.
Excellent.
Have to borrow a
Something about eye gate or what?
As I said on there, somebody asked me about the eye injury, I said, you're going to be a complete fucking moron to think that was. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was me.
It's like your favorites are when you're younger, you're bigger, but
You think it was just the Texas?
Texas doesn't require those exams, so they, of course, you could have had it before. Texas doesn't require Nevada required. So it could have happened in his car accident. It didn't get. It could have happened in sparring. It could have happened anything. Because Nevada does it.
Well, I just knew Texas doesn't have the best rep. So, even without knowing.
But even if they have it, even their regs don't require that. Nevada.
That's the actual explanation.
right, yeah. And it seemed like because he went into surgery like that, like next day or something.
43-year-old boxer. He's not going to take it.
No, you know this is amazing.
I will say some of them got kind of creative though, like with the Not the Truth and some of the other like nonsense I see. Like the internet goes hard. Some of them do, man. Some of them do. Yeah. I heard something to get over.
And I put up, and all the people said he didn't say it was true. So I put a little clip of it out. Because I had I think Pugmire was actually like Dan Pugmire. I was the first one, so everybody else saw my team. I did not know you were going to say this. The absolute first question I asked was, how do you deal with He said, no, I got it not on my head. But then I said, okay, that's not you. That was not you. What happened?
Pretty low to my left. So you have Diane from the Philippines, who's a famous football former tennis star. She's ranked as the best in the nation. That's Heidi. Here's Tim Smith.
And there was like no pause. Really? Like I said it like that. And then he responded, yeah. And so then I started answering questions about it. And so I'm tweeting out because I know people are going to go nuts when they hear it. I'm talking about it.
Hey, Dad. Good to see you, brother.
And I'm tweeting it out. Never in my wildest dreams have I ever expected I would
Everything good, Dan?
that I didn't I made shit out of shit. And you never said it. I just told him. Anyway, if I see him in the fucking I am not going to take that money if you're saying that about me. He told him that I'm a known.
No.
And
Hold on, I cut Carla's shoe off.
I was like, what? You know, obviously, that is like autism my whole life.
That's too much, bro.
And I mean, bonita. I mean, it's just it drove me nuts, you know, like
Oh, you look good.
this is the sweetest I've been to all.
Look like that.
Look at this tweet from this.
Le dije, no es trabajo, no me hizo caso.
When have I ever that I'm attacking people?
Here, I have one.
When have I ever? No, I've been here for 2 weeks. I might say, what do you say whether it's going to be Pacquiao?
Stay off the strip of JW. Not for the first week or so, but for this I checked.
I know it's hard.
It's just too much time on the strip.
Yeah, how long do you think to get back? That's all the way down.
Yeah, but like I go down once a day.
Where do they play? They play all the games in concert?
Yeah.
A game a day or multiple games?
Yeah, like 10 games.
When do they start?
Yeah, 10 games.
I wanted to put my camera on a tripod, and the tripod thing is so strong, the clamps turned off the camera. It's funny. Yeah, like here, look, it's so solid. Like,
Yeah.
we're good now.
Oh, he's doing a good job. Like I left Twitter. They do a good job scaring you off. Like I'm just gonna tweet on fight night.
Face adversity.
So that's a perfect angle. Hopefully that's going to show up and where it goes.
I never have to tweet one more time in my life.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Yeah, when I might leave this for never a couple weeks.
You try to like just exchange
Then I stayed off the
I talked to Robert.
What's the point of being next to that?
Regardless of what what Virgil does is not boxing. He doesn't go out. What he does, he plays his guitar, he plays his like a lot of other things.
Do the best you can.
I'll get him up one more time.
So bad. Manny Pacquiao will be here momentarily.
And then I walk in there. The question is, we'll probably fight him after.
I mean, for the right kind of deal, I'm talking.
All of a sudden I notified him.
I don't think Pop wants to sign. Not because he doesn't get the life.
I had no problem with him. Even if Frank so
How's it going? Team Pacquiao have arrived. Hey, how's it going, Abbas? How you feeling? Joseph in the house. Team Pacquiao have arrived. That means that the senator's here, and he'll be here any second. At all. What do you want to set up in an aisle? Or? Yeah. Be careful because
they have them over there. Kind of, I saw your
Here's the problem. I'm sure it's not lost. You need to be able to have some hey, you know what? Coming up next one, you've got this and the other. You know, This is just the watch a Showtime fight. I'm watching it.
I know, it seems like forever, right?
Although there's a full page right now. Next 17th, you've got on the 23rd.
Fight season. It's the thing. Like, you're right. It all felt
No, that's
like what dates are you gonna go on?
Best thing is what
It's like for him, it's like, dude, I can say it.
How they do that? It's just offered.
there you go.
Like, what does it matter? It wasn't any sort of thing like stop doing that, like multi-fight. This whole thing. Like, I don't need to know whoever fighter X afterwards. Like,
Yeah, that's what most of them are made it.
get on the property.
Yeah, man, you know, just I've been there too, bro. You know what I mean? We kind of
Video that like off filming Tyson and then entering the ring.
Probably.
Remember that? Like, I know.
it's true, man. It's true. That's why I kind of understood from your point. It's kind of like you also have to like. You know, you have to fight for your work, right? You know what I mean? Like,
Which is not, trust me, that doesn't come natural to me.
right.
Okay.
Right, like I heard. It's weird for me too.
It's not your nature.
Right. But at the same time, it's as well. I also fight for myself as well. You know what I mean?
You start to realize sometimes it's the right thing.
It's like right, yeah. It's not rude to like just kind of punch in like I think that look like this. You know what I mean?
Then they go,
Okay, like, you know, like I don't want a favor. I just want to do this.
Oh, I'm trying to figure it out. No, I'll tell you later. There's something there.
closing in. Closing in.
Almost. I'm hoping by the end of the year, but I was hoping this week. Well, I'll just go.
Yeah, this will get you at least to 80.
Yeah, it should be.
Because the Filipinos are looking for everything.
It's going to get made in November.
Yeah.
Last time Canelo killed on my channel.
Did he?
And so, like, ever since then, I've basically been getting Canelo predictions and shit like that.
How about Sergio?
That's when it was official. Right. As that day, boom.
Right.
Start catching that wave off the bat, you know what I mean? Oh, it's right there. I think in Texas it was like the game plan. I still hadn't gotten the phone call that it was like
It was as good as that, so you told me.
Right, yeah. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, man. It feels kind of nuts. The new level of anxiety, you know?
Yeah? New level of freedom.
That's true, too. That's great. Yeah. You're right. The school just started this week. It still hasn't clicked because I still feel like...
Oh, you still finishing school?
No, like, so I work in school.
Right.
Okay. So when I quit, like, school officially started this week.
Right.
So it's kind of barely like, oh shit, that's right. I'm not going back. You know what I mean?
Were you working in elementary, middle school?
Yeah, just like a little like campus day job. It was just a few hours a day. But man,
Kids probably loved you.
some of them did. Yeah, we got better after the pandemic. Like, unfortunately, like, I'm kind of like, once I let out to recess, I'm the one who has to like wrangle them in. But most of the kids like me, just the bad kids don't like me. Can't like me.
They don't like anybody telling them what to do.
Right, exactly.
Trouble.
Yeah, but it was cool, man. So yeah, because are you gonna be in Cleveland?
For Jake Paul? Nah.
Hopefully you're right.
You're here like
Hey Chris, can I ask you a question?
What's up?
Why are you interviewing pro wrestlers on your boxing show?
It's like, so the set they're making, they're building it right here on this floor on Friday. It's a huge set they're building for cowards people. It's like basically the bill's being footed by WWE. Like, so, a boxing podcast. Like, so I'm doing one with Penny on Thursday, and like I have Mary Becky Pacquiao interview, so I'll come up regular Friday morning. And then Friday afternoon, is right here, I'll do DiBiase and
I don't.
Jimmy Hart.
He
didn't put it. Yeah, it's just part of the deal.
Hey brother, how you doing? Good to see you, my man.
He's keeping right hand thing or something. Crazy trick.
It was cool.
Let's jump.
It's a shot he could time with Pacquiao.
I could not be more excited.
You know, he's not a big puncher.
What is his
12 knockout.
how many fights?
He's 26 before.
John Cena, I know, because like now he's in the Fast and Furious. That's how I know. Yes, of course. It's not like I stopped.
He's strong.
I started like a girl.
I'm with you on that, but I have time to do it. As much as I want to.
You've been moving your
What?
Fred sucks.
Oh, he's got good socks like that. Oh, yeah.
12. Yeah, 12.
Guy's got 500.
Unless Pacquiao.
He's engaged by 500 people.
Well, that's it for me.
The horror.
That's nice.
Were you in there?
I wasn't.
That was like 25. You just said 25.
Recon on that.
Oh, of course. I had 5 guys. That headaches.
You feel
Yeah, I'm good today. Thank God. Yeah. Leo just had some sleep for a few days. Sammy was up, so I probably I'm happy we kind of got it over with. Like I never got my chicken pox vaccine as a kid. And
Man,
I got chicken pox.
seems like every time I turn around,
I
I
got
got
the
the deducting
Yeah,
20
remember it's like all the
I don't remember for shit. I was hella young.
Hey,
I
good news,
just
we're
know
going to be
that I had
taking
it.
I remember it was like all the shit. Got it?
No,
I think I'm done. I hope it's
yeah, it's
done.
kind of one of those. Like, well, I know you made it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
You know what they did, like the playoff tickets this year,
Yeah.
because they lost so much money with not having fans and everything. They were
I
like
understand that.
5 times face,
I understand
what
the
the
calmness
regular
that can
season were.
Yeah, like Tony asked.
It cost me, in the Montreal series, it cost me $1,200 a game. Can I have 2 tickets? It cost me $1,200 a game to go to the game.
Those are the guys in this business who make it fly straight on you.
And that was like $100 to park. Normally my margin in the regular season is $15.
It's dedication.
You got it.
True dedication.
I went.
I sold those tickets so fast.
That's how I feel.
I didn't actually sell any of my games that I used like when I had to work. I gave the tickets just like my wife went to one game.
Did you win the Dunkin'
I didn't go and all that. I gave them away. Even like when I worked that didn't go with me.
and they upgraded?
I would go. I give different people.
Are you fighting? Are you arguing?
Yes, I always do that. I always do that. All day. And the worst feeling in the world is when you know that the side of the argument that can't seem to win the argument is actually correct. And so you play out the argument where like this side's going to win the argument, but this
You're
side,
missing out, my man.
I'm sure I am.
And that's one of the worst feelings I get.
You know what? I love hockey even on TV and everything, but
I'm like, this I could just be argued better for. It doesn't mean it's
in all my life never seen
Do you have a basic idea
where I got it. It could have been my mom, or it could have been when I went to Legoland, California, SeaWorld.
Oh yeah, you were out.
That's
Lots of outdoors, but still.
probably a day or two I was out with me.
Right.
I already paid for my SeaWorld tickets, guys.
We're going.
Sorry, if anyone gets it. I'm a super Saints fan.
Okay.
That was the fun. That was at the.
Gotta start somewhere.
Virus said needs to be spread as kindness.
Sure there, senor.
What are people saying, Tom?
Carlo and
Ready?
Mike.
I'm so surprised when COVID happened that memes of Goku with the heart virus didn't just go everywhere with the caption, damn, y'all went up against one thing.
She started it, bro.
I should have. I just thought it was such an easy open.
See? Maybe you were the one, man. You were the only one that saw the angle.
Hey, Keith.
How different do you feel from just looking carefully?
The good old days.
Quinn Grimes is pretty
Spends people over there.
No, I know what he does.
I'm just embracing the pro to
To relax. Yeah, that's true. Good point.
relaxing.
Excellent point.
Yeah, which that's good for us. And I prefer that. But since this is what we're settled, this is what we got. Nice and chill.
Yeah, I'll take that.
If Oklahoma City pays you $60 million to go away,
It's like a less stressful high
Right.
What I wanted you to tell him.
A little
What I
workout.
wanted you to tell him. Well, with me now. So what I wanted you to tell him.
Yeah, I was precise before. I weigh like 185 now.
Yeah.
So it's just moving around. But at first, especially during the pandemic, like,
All this time, you're telling me like how bad it was. You didn't know who he was. No, and then the guy came up to me and said, hey, what you doing?
Of course.
So it just worked, but I realized
I remember you came running out.
it's tough, but once you kind of start keep pushing it and getting stronger, you start feeling it like lifting shit. I really noticed the lifting shit around the muscles. Like something that before that was like, you have to move that. Yeah, fuck this thing.
That's awesome. Yeah, I gotta get to it too.
Little by little, bro. I had to kind of find a program. Like I started with this chick online actually. Just a lot of home workout stuff, and then I started working on this Athlete Next program. It's pretty dope.
On this what program?
It's called Athlete X. Oh, it's like a trainer who like has his own stuff.
Right.
But he's like a former like football trainer, like athlete trainer for a trainer. It's like TO or not TO. The guy who's with the Raiders now.
Running back?
Peterson's with the Raiders. Oh. No. The dude who, or he was with the Raiders and he had issues and he had to leave.
Alden Smith?
What? I have another bigger shoe going
Antonio Brown. But yeah, it's like a program for like people who do like the middle spectrum.
Let me have it like they said when the press conference
So it was a
started.
pain in the ass. It worked.
Fucking yelling at me.
I think we're getting started here pretty soon because, I think we're getting started here pretty soon. Because I see people setting up on the sides where floors is ready. So we're getting started here pretty soon.
well, not even, it's just, there's been back and forth here and there. I don't trip on it.
But to the point you're remember when the Rachel Nicholson came up and
The next game.
The next game of the conference.
Got in on the little special preview.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you were signed up. And I got in on that shit, so I got to try the game early
That's dope.
for like a weekend, and I was like,
You're hooked.
let me just keep it.
Right.
No, but for like 3/4 of the weekend, we were only allowed to play the computer, and they used us. It would be like 4 real players against 4 computer-generated players, and then at the last 3 hours, they were like, "Okay, you guys can test real multiplayer now, 4 and that shit was like, shit, young Manny. Yeah, he's still fast, but not as fast as he was. Do you know, to me, last time he was like 100% Pacquiao is when Marquez knocked him out in the 4th fight.
You think so, huh?
He was blazing. Man.
He was.
He got knocked out, but he looked great.
He was kicking that shit. He was killing.
And after that fight, he's still been great. But that was actually the last time I saw him.
That was the last bouncy in and out Manny. I will say,
He did his thing against
I want to
Algeria.
say for me, it was the last one was I think Margarito, bro.
Right.
Margarito, some of those body shots Margarito put on him. Remember, he kind of
Well,
rubbed him over.
I
like
overheard
6 or something.
Dan years ago. He was talking with and they said that Manny told him that fight took something out of him. So Manny told them.
Or Manny said,
Yeah, he said
wow.
fighting someone that big, it took a toll on me. And that the body shots.
Yeah, I've always seen the difference between Margarito fight. Like, he doesn't bounce as much. There's a difference of it.
Yeah, you're right. But I did think he found that guy. With Marquez fight, it's just the he wound up getting caught.
Right. I see what you mean, though. That was like vintage Manny right
Yeah,
there. That
he
was
turned it
boom,
up.
boom,
Yeah.
boom, 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 boom. Like fucking lightning striking the bottle.
With the killer instinct.
Yeah. Like the camera would change. Next thing you know, the dude's like falling down. He's like, what happened?
Marquez
fucking
had the right guy.
Oh yeah.
He gave up on the decision.
So yeah, I'm just.
Yeah, you're right. You're 100% right.
Subsequently, yeah, man.
He's like, fuck that bullshit. It's just not working.
I didn't know the time he just said that.
That's such a good point, bro. That like, that's probably what he ran in thinking was.
Marquez?
Yeah.
Oh, he gave up on the decision. This is the fight someone was knocked out. And what a warrior would be like. It's going to be me or you this time. It's not going to be me. Either I'm going to get KO'd loading up, or you're going to get KO'd as I'm
Right. Excellent point.
His nose was leaking.
Gnarly. Looking gnarly.
And he had that fire in that heart to just keep his nose in there.
That's ballsy. That was ballsy.
Yeah, he kept letting Manny take his shots so that eventually he could set something up. That's the best fight I've ever seen.
Great fight. That's your top best fight you've ever?
Because
that you've seen in person or like ever?
Maybe my lifetime, just because of the stakes.
Right.
It's 2 guys who were first ballot Hall of Famers, settling the score in the 4th fight. Pacquiao's number 2 ballot. You know, MGM sold out, HBO pay-per-view. Yeah. Both guys go down. Pacquiao's winning. Boom, he goes out. Sad. Greatest knockout in Mexican boxing history. Greatest victory in Mexican boxing. It was quite the fucking moment.
It was. Man, greatest knockout in Mexican boxing.
Easy.
I don't know. Salvador Sanchez, Wilfredo Gomez.
I just
I guess dramatic-wise, yeah.
And it's a one punch.
Fucked up. Yeah. Because Salvador started chopping down.
I mean, you're talking. That's my favorite.
Right.
One of my favorite fights.
Damn, you might be onto something with that. I might ask some people that question.
Right.
At least off the top of my head, it's hard to think of a better one.
Yeah.
Because Trinidad didn't get knocked out by where that would have been like a huge.
Thank you for.
I mean, Chavez, Melvin Taylor, you know.
Oh, bro, no, that one's gonna be it. Chavez made the trailer decent.
I don't think so, because Mel Brooks great, but he ain't no actor. But I get it. You're behind on the cards, 2 seconds
But the
left.
drama of it, like it was over 2 seconds, you know, and then it's literally you had no more. There was no more time.
And he's the pioneer.
And he's a grand campeón. You know what I mean?
It happened 22 years before.
But if we were just like, which knockout would I want to watch if the last knockout I'm gonna see in my life?
Oh, Pacquiao.
You know, that's the well. I mean, maybe not Pacquiao, but a more dramatic knockout is that one. No, is yours.
Yeah.
Is like just in a pure visual sense, the more like devastating, like oh crap. Right. He's not getting up, Jim. You're not getting up, Jim.
I mean, it was like.
It was gnarly. It was scary there for a while. It was scary there for a while.
Poetic though.
Like, the video was on Jinky there for a while. She was like crying, and then fucking the boys crying like over him.
Like I'll be downstairs getting ready for an interview.
I mean, to play, to really spectacle. Get ready to it almost looked like to follow the progression of their relationship at her ringside. It looked like there was this time when Manny really got Playboy, and you could see her like hurt ringside. And then there came these couple fights where she became real dolled up. And almost got more of that diva spirit.
About her.
Right.
Yeah.
And it seemed like their humble little sweet Filipino marriage had evolved into that. Manny became this playboy, and she became this rich wife who's not as affectionate as her husband, but that's what it is. And then when he got knocked out, it looked like it just brought them back to what they were. And ever since they've been like real close.
My son is 8.
I have this bookmark, so you know how.
It's very personal, but I'd like
Look
to
what I
like
recently got.
bring you and Jinky closer back together from all the partying and the spotlight. And the
This is what I just recently bought.
Did you almost, for a minute there, you don't know what's going on. You think that brought you back to each other. She really does love you.
It's like you get the ESPN job when you're sitting down,
Right.
In the cushy chair, across the way from each other. That's what you're asking. You'll get there, Sean. Oh, they just want silent people.
Yeah. Does he do anything? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I got him yesterday. Oh, good. He's a good guy.
We're not, obviously, we can't do it before.
Or go to some like third world country.
Right.
I don't know, where do they allow that? Like, you went to like...
Maybe I can go to Utah. That might be one to go.
Appreciate you guys. Guys, if you guys could, I'd appreciate just hit the like button. It's 95 views. We get like 95 likes on here or 100 likes on here. This video just pushed on the algorithm. So if you guys hit the like button, go ahead and comment who you guys got with this Pacquiao. The Ugas too much of too difficult of an underdog. You guys tell me. Stick with me. I'm gonna get all the stuff. So yeah, please put the likes up. Make sure you guys subscribe to the video because I'll be going live all week. So this way you guys don't miss anything. Probably live in the media room and stuff too. So appreciate you guys all watching. Let's get it cracking. What up, Sam? When are you getting here, mañana?
So are you scoring Saturday night?
Appreciate you guys all watching. Thank you. 160. You guys can hit the like button. Let's get at least 50 likes in here so that we can push. This video just gets pushed so more people can watch it. Appreciate you guys. So on a personal note, this is all I do now. So I'm full-time boxing media. So yeah, if you guys just like the video, it's free. Subscribe, it's free. And I appreciate it. Much love. Because it's 2004 right now. When was it? When were people saying this love? 2004? 2007? I used to be back in Vegas for a big ass fight. This is
This is still be a nice little baby for the still get it done.
guys, can we get the like set? Just hit the like button real quick. I promise you it's free.
Right.
I'm gonna try to let's get to like 50 likes.
That money went on to Gonzalez. For that run.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon to you and welcome. As Premier Boxing Champions presents the final press conference for our big night of action coming your way this Saturday night. From the T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Fox Sports PBC pay-per-view and is brought to you by TGB Promotions and MP Promotions. Sponsored by DraftKings Sportsbook, the Air Force Reserve, and Cop Shop in theaters September 17th. Well, headlining on this event is the 8-division world champion and boxing senator from the Philippines, Manny Pacquiao, taking on the defending world champion, the WBA welterweight champion of the world, Yordenis Ugas. Tickets can be purchased at the TMobileArena.com as well as AXS.com. And before we bring out our fighters at this time, let's take a closer look at the defending WBA welterweight world champion from Cuba, Yordenis Ugas. Yordenis Ugas! We have one of the best welterweights in the world, Yordenis Ugas.
We don't have the visual, but there is additional songs right there.
It's hard to keep track of Ugas because it's boom, 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 boom.
Los sueños son difíciles. Después sueño mío, que se fuerte y pues sin ti, convertido en uno de los mejores pesos huechos del mundo.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, here he is, joined by his renowned trainer, Ismael Salas, the 2008 Olympian from Cuba, the reigning WBA welterweight champion of the world, making the first title defense, introducing Yordenis Ugas.
That's going to be my day tomorrow.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a closer look at one of the all-time greats of the sport, a legend of boxing, the one and only Manny Pacquiao.
Boxing is my passion. I love to be an inspiration and bringing honor to my country. That's why I'm still here, keep on fighting, because it's hard to give up your passion.
The Manny's not going anywhere. He loves it. He's just the total package.
I tell you, my dream is to erase those debates that who is the greatest fighter of all time.
Manny's speed is still there. He's still hungry, aggressive.
He's a legend. That's all there is to it.
I am a fighter and I will always be a fighter.
And here he is, joined by his esteemed trainers, Freddie Roach and Buboy Fernandez, the boxing senator from the Sarangani province of the Philippines, the 8th Division world champion, the 4-time welterweight champion of the world, Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao.
Let's go, kid.
There they are, ladies and gentlemen, taking place once again this Saturday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. in the Pacific Fox Sports PBC pay-per-view. The WBA Welterweight Championship of the World, Manny Pacquiao versus Yordenis Ugas. And now to handle the Q&A session, please welcome Fox Sports reporter Heidi Andral.
Thank you, Jimmy. Welcome to everyone. It's great to be back here in Las Vegas, Nevada, to have all of the media here today, and of course all of the fans watching around the world in anticipation for this Saturday night. We'll begin our questioning with the Senator, Mr. Manny Pacquiao.
Take 1, 2, 3.
There you go. Why don't we do that for you too, my friend?
Take mic 1, 2, 3. See?
No technical difficulties, we can move on. Manny, obviously we want to send well wishes to Errol Spence Jr., who underwent surgery on Wednesday. I spoke with Derek James this morning. I am told that he's doing well. And for you, a different opponent sits to my left. How did you receive the news? Who told you? And what went into the decision to take this fight against Yordenis Ugas?
First of all, I'm praying for Errol Spence for his fast recovery, and I hope that he can fight again. And of course, the health is priority before boxing. So, and also when I heard the news from the promoter, of course I am like. Feel bad, but good thing that here's Ugas want to challenge me and in the ring for the WBA championship, and it's good thing that we can settle it down, the dispute about the WBA belt. So I think it will good for us to talk in the ring and settle down in the ring on Saturday. So this will be a good fight.
Absolutely. Yordenis, when you received the news, and we spoke this morning, you called this your destiny. What went through your mind, and what were the first things you did when you heard you would be facing Manny Pacquiao?
No, saludo a todos. Ante todo, recibí la noticia y también quiero que desearle una pronta recuperación a Spain. Y ha sido un camino largo para llegar aquí. Desgraciadamente estoy aquí peleando de una forma extraña, pero estoy agradecido y listo para el sábado.
First of all, I want to send well wishes to Errol Spence. Wish him all the best on a speedy recovery. Look, this has been a long road for me. Obviously, it's a short notice fight, but I'm thankful and very honored for this opportunity, and I'm ready.
You mentioned that you'll settle things in the ring. The WBA belt, you lost it without being able to face Yordenis Ugas. Do you feel as though it's really important for you to get that belt back in this stage?
It's not good for me to strip my belt without fighting me, without challenging me. So let's see if he will get the belt on Saturday. So that's my.
Do you see him as a champion when you're thinking about him?
Both of us are a champion.
Fair enough. Yordenis, in terms of this week and the mental preparedness, because I want to get into the technical, but this is a big opportunity for you. You were driving on the strip. We saw you see your face on the marquee for the first time opposite Manny Pacquiao. How are you managing the mental side of this? What preparations have you put in place to prepare yourself for Saturday night?
Hicimos los ajustes, tuvimos 2 semanas para hacer los ajustes para esta pelea. Esta es una pelea que no pedí, pero solo es un resultado de trabajo fuerte y una pelea legítima entre 2 de los mejores pesos welter del mundo.
Look, we've made adjustments. We've had almost 2 weeks. This is a fight that I didn't ask for, but you know, we went ahead and we've made the proper adjustments, and we're ready to go for Saturday night.
Yordenis, you've gone 3-0 with 1 knockout in a 5-fight span as a late substitute. So, you know, you've had tremendous success at short notice fights. Do you think that's an advantage for you coming into this fight?
Sí, otra vez he tomado pelea con antelación, siempre he ganado, es la primera vez que está en esta situación, aún así pienso que es una leyenda, pienso que esto no le va a afectar en nada y el sábado vamos a estar los 2 listos, no hay excusa.
There are no excuses. Look, I have been in this position before, but never in a position like this against a legend of the caliber of Manny Pacquiao. But I am certainly ready for the fight against Manny Pacquiao, and I know that he's ready.
In terms of the preparation, Manny, I know you were training for a southpaw. That was a big part of the storyline coming into this. You know, now you draw an orthodox fighter. What adjustments did you have to make? And I know you've said it's easier than fighting a left-hander, but what adjustments did you make instantly when you heard that you were facing Yordenis Ugas?
When I heard the fight against Ugas, I just 2 days I easily adjust because I've been fighting a right-handed guy, so it's not hard for me to adjust unless going way around. So like when you're fighting a right-handed and switching to southpaw, that's gonna be hard because you're not used to it to fight a southpaw. So this time around, it's good for me because I used to fight a right-handed most of my career, so nothing to worry about.
Freddie Roach told me that you knocked someone out in sparring, something you have yet to do at 147 pounds. How much confidence did that give you?
Just a training, you know, part of training. It happened that sometimes in training.
Freddie, why do you think, and you told me you think Manny Pacquiao will knock out Yordenis Ugas, why are you so confident?
We had a real good training camp. He's trained really hard for this fight, and he's punching real good in the sparring sessions. And I think putting the 1 sparring partner on the canvas was a motivator for all of us, and we want to continue that type of fight.
Yordenis, what do you think when you hear that? Do you think he can knock you out?
No, pienso que no. Pienso que soy un competidor que estoy compitiendo de los 6 años. He trabajado toda la vida por una noche como la del sábado. Y no, 200% que no.
I'm 100% certain he cannot knock me out. I've done all the work and all the preparation over these past 6 years. I've really been, you know, hitting my stride, and I don't think Manny Pacquiao can knock me out.
I see you shaking your head down there, Ismael. What do you make of that, and why is Yordenis Ugas ready for Manny Pacquiao?
Yeah, you know, the most important thing is the level of Yordenis Ugas is one guy coming from the Olympics for more than 500 amateur bout professional. When he came to us, he was with 3 losses, but after that we've been doing like a 12 fight in the row. And the only loss it was with Champ Porter. Everyone saw Champ Porter is a real fighter, but Champ Porter he was in the rank that night. So Yordenis Ugas is very competitive guy. He's always eager to fight. To fight with Manny Pacquiao is fun. To me, he's a legend. And to me, he's a guy who is inspiration for new generation of fighters. Really. So much respect. But one thing for sure, look back, and he talking about KO. He long time no give KO to anyone. He been dropping people, but never KO for a long time. Thank you.
Ishmael, when I spoke to Derek James about Errol Spence prior to you guys taking this fight, he had said, you know, the biggest challenges with Manny Pacquiao is that you're going to have punches coming at you that you've never seen before. How have you prepared for those awkward angles of a guy like Manny Pacquiao?
Either way. If you look back, Pacquiao, yes, he's coming for different angle. Very nice. But Ugas as well. And also Ugas is the master to fight with southpaw. So let's see who can see who. So the worst punch in boxing is the one you can see. Let's see.
We will see on Saturday. Manny, you know, you have said coming into this fight, I spoke with Justin Fortune, he's telling me about this tolerance training that you did where you brought it back from 2002. You haven't done this. Why did you decide that you wanted to bring back that old school Manny for this fight, something you didn't do for the Keith Thurman fight?
Because I feel young. I feel
42 years young.
Sorry, I'm 24.
My bad.
I'm just happy doing this. You know, boxing is my passion, and I'm enjoying doing training camp, and excited to undergo sacrifices and discipline, especially to prepare a fight like this. And I'm always happy.
You are always happy. Do you feel more prepared for this fight than you were for the Thurman fight?
I think for the Thurman fight, on my everyday training, I did 25 rounds, 28 rounds a day, but this time I did 30 rounds, 32 rounds, sometimes 31 rounds. So, and the coaching staff trying to stop me because I want to do more, but they told me that you might get overtrained, so that's why they always saying to me every day.
I can see him looking at you like, yes, I was trying to. Yordenis, before we go to the final remarks, just how does this fight end? And do you feel as though it will be Manny Pacquiao's final fight?
Bueno, vine a pelear dos asaltos fuertes. Pienso que si esta es la última pelea de Manny Pacquiao, una leyenda, que lo haga contra un peleador digno, que sacó lo mejor de él y que dieron una gran pelea a los dos.
Well, look, I have come to prepare for 12 hard rounds. If this is the final fight that the legend Manny Pacquiao has, that he fought against a guy who brought his best and who is a world-class fighter.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the translation, Ray. Yordenis, closing remarks from you.
Bueno, ante todo, darle gracias a PBC por hacer la pelea, darle gracias a Manny Pacquiao por aceptar pelear conmigo. También tengo unas palabras peleando, soy un peleador por los derechos civiles de mi país y estoy peleando aquí también representando esa noche a todos los cubanos. Esta pelea está dedicada a todos los cubanos que luchan por la libertad en mi país, de que es una dictadura y no quería dejar pasar eso por alto.
I want to thank PBC, I want to thank Manny Pacquiao, and more than anything, I am a fighter that represents my country. This fight is dedicated to all the Cubans that are fighting for the freedoms and the liberties out in Cuba, and I'm fighting for them in my country.
Thank you, Yordenis. Now to the boxing's only 8th division champion, Manny Pacquiao. Closing remarks, please.
Well, I would like to thank first the thanking God for everything that He's given to me. I never imagined that what I have done in boxing accomplished beyond of my imagination from the beginning of my career until now. Amazing. God raised me from nothing into something for a purpose, to be an inspiration inside and outside the ring. Thank you so much to all your support, media, press, and to all the boxing fans all over the world. I really appreciate for supporting boxing, and of course to my team, Team Pacquiao, coaching staff, and to all of you. Thank you for giving us a chance always, and this opportunity come. I like to invite all the fans to watch this fight. It might be my last fight, or there's more. We can, one at a time. So that's my answer to those question that if it is my last fight. So we never know. You have to watch this fight. It's gonna be a good action in the ring. You'll be happy. I will do my best because I love to do that to make the fans happy. Thank you, and God is good all the time.
Thank you very much, Manny. Now we'll have both fighters come to the front of the podium for final stare down. All right, will it be Manny Pacquiao's final fight? No question. The true champion will be crowned. Kate will send it back to you.
Why is the belt on Manny's side if Ugas was introduced as the champion? Oh, actually, yeah, I think Manny's no doubt. He never left the belt in the ring.
Manny, the other shoulder. There you go.
Just the glue.
Everyone together right here. Guys, look at Jeff. Here, Mom. How long do I have? Everyone got it? Yeah, I think.
Mario. Ugas.
Vamos.
Pick it out for our picture.
It's no one guy coming just for one fight, coming from nowhere. He got background, he have a very good amateur background in professional heavyweight fighter. Strong opposition, top fighter like Champ Porter and many others, and he still good.
Everybody is asking Manny how difficult it is for him to switch from a left-hander to a right-hander, but you had to switch from a right-hander to a left-hander. How difficult has that been for your Dennis?
It's actually, if you follow up the Yordenis way of fight, he's better when he fight with the southpaw than right-hander. So of course we need to do adjustment because we see Manny is unusual southpaw. His front hand is so powerful. Then we need to apply another things normal as every southpaw, you know. His explosion, his power
surely
is so different.
one of the greatest fighters in the modern era.
If the fight is on the ropes, does that favor your Dennis, you think?
The champion is
I recall
Pacquiao.
thinking,
The favorite is
I don't know
Pacquiao,
who this
but
guy
we need
is.
to beat the odds.
I
And we
never
go for
heard
it.
of him, but I'm going to see him again.
The fight on Saturday, the Filipino fought.
You can't make up Manny's smile. It was as bigger than he is. It's a rare thing when he walked toward the ring. People sort of fell in love with him.
I believe, and I tell you, to everyone, not only Rigondo did not do his job, even Casimero. If I am the one in charge of it, I declare this no contest. Because Casimero, even with his experience, he never can catch Rigondo.
Just
And
knocked
Rigondo,
everyone out.
for 12 rounds, is running and not
There
even
is
fight.
no electricity wherever Manny Pacquiao goes. And certainly when he goes to Las Vegas, the electricity is bursting through all of the walls. Manny is in town.
For both sides, because we are a boxing lover, you know what I mean? So we like to see
and one of the reasons that Manny Pacquiao is fighting is because he is
so we're working for the
a
public,
star.
the audience. They deserve to have a good fight. So unfortunately, it was a style make a fight.
What would it mean for the Cuban people if Yordenis is able to win this fight on Saturday, based on everything that's happening in Cuba now in particular?
Yeah, it's a big thing, you know. Actually, we all Cuban out of Cuba, we've been suffering for many years. The oppression, I am the one I got 33 years out of Cuba. I spent like 20 years in Thailand, in Japan, and I've been suffering to be alone in somewhere we not belong to. So for us, it's a very clear signal that even we out, they don't allow us to, they don't see us as a Cuban, but we're fighting for they don't, from where we're coming from, you know.
And he's been through so much just to get
Yes.
here. I mean, how much have you guys as Cubans talked about that and
Yeah, it's a daily talking between us, and I totally agree. Cuba needs freedom, you know, and they give a chance to the people to have a very honest way of life, no slavery like there are right now, you know.
Do you feel like whether he wins or loses Saturday night, that he's already won because he's set financially for life after this fight? You know, coming from Cuba, where
of course, but you know, one thing you have to make sure, you know, is some fighter, on a sportman, have a pride more than money. Is the value you can achieve when you have a fight like that, you know. So it's not only to go with money to get the paycheck, they pay and then go. No. He fight for his own pride, his love to the sport, his love for boxing, you know.
So you think we'll see him let it all hang out more than ever in any other fight?
Yes, for sure. You know, he is a very clear example for a long time. He's been struggling here in United States, you know, and bad situation. We are immigrant, and every immigrant have to adjust to the way of living, the society, and all these changes been through. So, he succeed at the end of the day, but he need to keep working for what he loves, boxing.
Ishmael, you kind of laughed when I think you said Pacquiao hasn't gotten a knockout. He's only knocked down fighters recently. Are you guys don't see Pacquiao as that power puncher that he was before? He hasn't gotten a knockout in a while.
It's not. Pacquiao is no. I don't take away any respect from him. He deserves it. But one thing for sure, Freddie talking about dreaming, because Pacquiao, if you see all his fight, he dropping the guy, but he cannot finish it up. And before Pacquiao, remember, I telling everyone, Pacquiao lost with one of my fighters back in Thailand in the 97 for WBC.
The body shot, right?
Body shot.
Oh, was your fighter?
Yeah.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I don't like to take away from him. I never say to anyone, but
you beat him before and you beat him
anything
again.
can happen. No, I respect Freddie. I respect Pacquiao, because we living from the sport. I know how much sacrifice any fighter, any trainer to succeed. So it's the respect I give to them always, to everyone.
Do you remember that fight when it happened? Was Pacquiao obviously was a champion?
Yeah, he was for WBC 112 pounds back there in Thailand, you know. So I spent in Thailand more than 20 years. I made there 6 world champion, professional world champion, Olympic gold medal, silver medal. It was my time in Thailand, Bangkok.
Did you know that he was going to go on to be a great fighter, even though your fighter won that fight? Did you?
Who knows? No one knows.
Right.
Really. No, I admire the Pacquiao when he came into United States. He started to fight with the great Mexican, and he retired many of the greatest Mexican fighting in his time, you know. And this is the respect he achieved.
Ishmael, I haven't seen that video. Can you break down how that knockout happened with Pacquiao back then?
Body shot. It's many years.
Do you think they're underestimating the power of Ugas? They're talking about Manny's power, but
Yes,
not Ugas.
of course. They're not talking about the Ugas power, you know. So let's see. I cannot tell you, but I don't like to say, no, we go for knockout. We go for the best fight. And we will try to win. All the best. We're working for it. Yordenio Ugas, in this time, he have 136 sparring round. 136 sparring round. Because we're supposed to fight at first with Spencer Jr., and then they pull out, and then they're talking about Berto, and then we need to switch to Berto, then Berto pull out, and then came Fabian Maidana at the end. And Pacquiao, only 10 days notice, and we are lucky. We have the 2-time Olympic gold medal Robesi Ramirez. He's same size as Pacquiao. He's a great southpaw. We have Claudio Marrero, Dominican Republic fighter, very solid one. And we did the adjustment. And of course, if we had to do adjustment, Pacquiao had to do as well. So even fight in that case, you know.
And this last one for me, Ishmael, how important, I know you can't get too much into game plan, but how important will counterpunching and the body attack be Saturday night? Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Ishmael.
A lot of your family still live in Cuba?
No, not that much.
Hey, ayun, amas, good. Been working.
I'm telling you, Olympic at 18.
Thank you very much.
Olympics at 18.
What's up, Marie? Yeah, it's been forever. How you been? Good to see you. Good to see you.
By the way, the last time I saw you,
Is that your credential?
Watch your step. Oh, shoot. Sorry, buddy. No worries.
Kasi ayaw nila i-release kasi may ruling dati na kailangan dalawang It's a lot.
She's in town. She'll be here tomorrow.
Good to see you. Good to see you too.
Don't keep me out. ¿Estás preparado? No, hold on. We're going to
What's up, big dog? How you doing, brother? Good to see you, man.
It's time to settle who belongs to
He'll definitely do a walk around the mine. Just to he wants
But no more shit. That Dr. Walker, you know him?
And what?
The one that does the testing at Walker. You know who he is?
No. He's here though. Marie has. Marie's with
Oh, okay, Marie.
Yeah.
No.
Testing.
Yeah. I got one.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you.
Justin, can we talk real quick, brother?
Sure. Now they're October.
Right, yeah.
I told badly anyway.
Oh, the sports right here with Justin. Just unfortunate. Tell me, man. Obviously, it's we still got to fight. It's not the fight that we all thought. What was kind of the general reaction out of a wild card when that happened?
Yeah, we were disappointed, obviously, because we were prepping for Spence, and everyone sort of wishes for Spence speedy recovery. But this is boxing, and shit happens, and you adjust quick, change our sparring partners around, and it took like 24 hours to hit back on track, and away we go.
How many times did you get to spar really in that time frame? Oh, so you got a decent amount of...
5. We got 5 more sparring sessions.
All right.
Once we found out Spence.
Yeah.
And that's all it is for him to adjust.
Mm-hmm.
I've been out of the ring for a while. Give him a couple of rounds to throw some rust off, but I think that's it.
There it is. Appreciate you, Justin. Thank you, man. Thank you very much.
Was he less motivated, more motivated, or the same way, knowing that he was motivated to fight Earl Spence?
Same way. He got a dream.
I think you have I respect the WBC, the officials. playing someone else.
If you do decide to fight again, man, if you do. But if you ever allowed yourself to think about that at some point, whether it's this fight or the next one or the next one, there's going to be a time where it is your last fight, and what you're like without being involved in boxing as a fight.
I feel sad, if people think right now that this is my last fight. I can feel it right now.
You feel like it is?
I can feel it when I'm thinking about if this is my last fight. I can feel that I become lonely, but it could be others more. I love boxing. Boxing is my passion. That's why I'm sitting here, keep fighting, inspiring people. I really love to fight.
But how serious is it that we would run for the president of the Philippines, which the talking point has been, if this is the last fight, the election is coming up next spring.
Well, it's hard to say, no, I'm not, but let's finish first this fight. Of course, I am a politician, so things going is happening. So, like I said, every fighter that became a boxer, your dream is to become a champion in the world. So when you're a politician, you become a politician, then what's your dream? So to lead the nation, to lead the people, that's your dream. But right now I have no final decision yet. I need to make a decision finally after this fight, probably next month, September.
If you do decide to fight again, would it be Errol Spence or somebody else?
Two fighters that I want to challenge or give themselves and fight and keep fighting. Errol Spence and Terence Crawford.
Amen.
I want to fight them.
Who would you rather fight?
Manny, this might sound like a crazy idea, but you've accomplished everything. What about moving down 140 pounds and challenging for the undisputed? That's the one thing that you haven't accomplished. And Freddie, if you want to go ahead and chime in on that as well, against Josh Taylor, I think a lot of people would be interested in that.
That's a good one. Like, first time I go down in 140, I haven't fight.
Manny.
Well, what do you think about that, Freddie?
Hey, Manny, when you heard the news, that Errol got, I'm sorry. Manny, when you heard the news that Errol was hurt, got injured and had to pull out the fight, what's the first thing that went through your mind, and were you disappointed?
I feel disappointed a little bit because, I've been working hard and focused on this training camp. I did a lot of discipline like that, doing my best. But the good thing that they told me that the fight is not canceled is substitution. Ugas, so happy that he's working hard and want to try something like that. When I heard that Ugas, that's the one who took your belt. Okay.
Manny, what do you have to say to people who, like critics of Errol Spence, that maybe don't believe the injury or believe something was up? What are your thoughts when you started hearing about that stuff?
It's hard to, if they are in the situation of Spence, they will understand and realize and understand about the situation. Of course, Errol Spence would not do that, to train hard and don't want to fight. A fighter is always a fighter. He wants a fight. He's a fighter. Nobody will constantly fight in your undergo training for how many months and constantly fight. So they have to realize that they have to think more. Not become a short-minded.
Manny, how easy Manny?
I'm just curious what your thoughts are on all of the criticism as of lately that the WBA has been facing, and whether or not you believe that the sanctioned bodies have way too many titles.
About that issue, I always respect the decision of WBA. Whatever the decision, I respect that. good thing that it's just a good thing that it just happened that we're going to sit down on Saturday.
Being a local guy here, how does it feel to be back in Los Angeles and be the first mega fight after the pandemic with a big crowd and the fight pass?
It's an honor and I'm so blessed because the first one of the biggest events in Vegas during the pandemic. So I'm excited to entertain the fans, to give my best and to make them happy.
Manny, if this is your last fight,
Dennis said that he wasn't worried about you knocking him out. What's your thoughts on that? Still got that packing that punch, right?
You know, we'll see. I mean, I'm not predicting the fight, but I will do my best. I'm a kind of fighter that don't predict the fight, but what I did in training, I will do my best in the fight.
Then when you look back on your
Hey guys, please put your mask on correctly. We can't be here.
You've had so many huge victories against guys, all different weight classes, all of them. Is there a fight that was the most satisfying for you, and you think was your greatest victory?
The most greatest victory is the Hoya fight.
Man,
you know why? Because I came from 135 to 147. That's unusual. I mean, not many boxers can do that. I mean, from 122, 126 to 135, and then moving up to 147.
And that was a fight that wasn't even for a world title. And that's, you're saying even a non-world title fight was your biggest victory.
Oscar. 147.
Hey Manny, Terrence Crawford has been trying to get a fight with you for a very long time. Can you just elaborate why that fight never came to fruition?
You almost have a fight with Terrence Crawford and just other times, also pandemic affect the negotiation like that. There's so many considerations like that. But as long as I'm still in boxing, I'm open to and willing to fight Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence, or anybody.
If you become the president of the Philippines, would you challenge President Biden?
Manny, a lot of people consider you as the greatest fighter ever. What goes through your mind when you hear a compliment like that? It's a very big compliment.
Daraba for the people thinking about that. I mean, I say thank you very much for people thinking about that.
Thank you.
Thinking about that. It's an honor, but you know, I'm a kind of person that all my achievements and accomplishments in life I don't put here. I always consider myself as a humble and an ordinary person like anybody else. I mean, that's me. That's in my heart. Because who am I to become a boastful, became you know, I came from nothing into something. I want to be an inspiration to all of you, to all the people of the world, not especially boxing fans.
Manny.
Is this the first Cuban fighter you faced, man? And if so, who does Ugas remind you of that you fought in the past? Is he similar to anybody you fought in the past, you feel? I think this is the first time you fought. Yeah.
First time.
Does he remind you of anyone that you fought though? The type of style that he has? So this is a unique thing. What do you make of that? You know, that challenge, because a lot of fighters with a week notice and maybe 2-3 days of sparring would have been like, no, you know what, this is too risky. Like I'm too much of a disadvantage.
I think if going way around, like you're preparing for right-handed and then switching to southpaw, and you're not used to it fighting southpaw, then I might think about maybe cancel because it's a southpaw. But this time around, I'm preparing for southpaw, but switching to right-handed, but I'm always fighting a right-handed in my career, so it's not hard for me.
Manny, Ishmael Salas reminded us that he beat you at I think it was 112 pounds back when you were like a flyweight or something. He was the the trainer in that corner. Do you remember anything about that fight back, or Ishmael being part of that or at all?
The TIE fighter.
The TIE fighter that
Ugas was in the corner of a TIE fighter you fought, and the TIE fighter won.
Also made
Do
something
you
look out.
remember that?
When you were a flyweight.
When I flyweight, I was overweight. I used to do my belt before the fight.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not focusing that fight anymore because my thinking is moving up to 120 pounds.
Hey, Manny, what's your thoughts on Canelo Alvarez? What's your thoughts on Canelo Alvarez and his accomplishments?
He's one of the best. He's accomplished a lot. Gave up the homework. I mean, your opponent, his opponent is only himself. If he keep on focusing in boxing and working hard, sacrifices, that he's he will last in boxing.
Did you ever have thoughts of fighting him at one point in time when he was 54
I
below?
think 54 is too much for me because I'm 5'7", 5'6", 5'7", 5'7". If I became 5'9", after the Margarito fight, they asked me about if I'm going to defend my belt. I told them, no, give it to them. Thank you. I'm going back to 147. I said, what I have done, why I'm moving up to 154, and it's a good experience.
Manny, you've never been off for 2 full years like you are now. What is going to be the impact in terms of your timing and whatnot in the ring, the layoff?
Good thing for me because to have a 2 years layoff, like rest, because of my body. I've been in boxing since when I was 12, non-stop, and that's non-stop. And good thing for me that I rested 2 years old. When I back to training, like I feel like when I was young, like my desire, was fun.
Then it just never into your mind, especially when you walk into this building. I know the fight is actually and for so many of the biggest winners. But it was 20 years ago. This year, just that, a couple of months ago.
My fight this year, first fight in America.
No, I know, I was ringside, but I'm saying, yeah, 20 years ago, when you come here and you think, where'd that time go? What are your thoughts when you think about everything that's happened in 20 years since? And I got like Robin here and all them great fights since.
I'm thinking that too. I'm thinking that that's many years ago, I'm here, first fight with Mama. Supporting me event the La Jolla started June 23rd.
Have you good thoughts when you think about that when you walk in the door?
So thankful to MGM, always supporting us, promoting MANNY PACQUIAO.
Further, your opinion off the level, is there any thoughts on everything with him coming back?
Because that is passion. Boxing is passion. If the sport is your passion, even you leave it, like you will miss it. That's why I don't want in my career. I don't want that to happen. I'm going to retire now and come back again. The time is.
So you would never do an exhibition then? You.
Me?
Floyd Mayweather? Against a YouTuber. Against Floyd Mayweather.
I have another work to do.
Manny, which
last question.
Which record of yours will never be broken? The 4-decade champion or the 8th division champion?
I think both. That's hard, 4 decades.
What's the oldest welterweight champion that you can break again on Saturday? You're the oldest welterweight champion when you beat third.
I will break my record.
What do you think about that?
I will break my own record.
Yeah. What do you think?
I'm happy for that. I'm adding record to my resume. And not only that, but for the boxing at least at my career in boxing for more than 20 years. I inspire people. I give inspiration. I already give inspiration to the people. And, you know, putting a record in boxing history. That's not easy. So it's an honor for me. I am blessed by God because you know, I'm not tall. I'm small, but you know, in God, grace.
Thank you, man.
Manny,
Right here.
right here. What's more important to you, a belt that you win in the ring, or what you do outside the ring as a coach?
Thank you for that question. You know, my heart desire, if you ask me, material things in this world is not important to my heart. Whatever I have done, my fame, my record, what is that, my position in the government, what I have is not important. My important is my relationship to God and how I can help people and how I can inspire people. You know, that's my priority in my heart. You know, things coming out and out and out, but your relationship to God is most important. Be an inspiration. Later on, when Manny Pacquiao no more in this world after 50 years to 40 years like that, you know, I want them to remember me that Manny Pacquiao is not only one of the good boxer in the ring, but he is a friendly guy, he is a nice guy, he's helping people like that. We should show it the real love to each other. Outside the ring. Boxing is fighting each other, entertainment, boxing, doing our best, like you know. But outside the ring, be an inspiration to everyone. That's my heart desire.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Manny.
I'm so thankful to all of you. Deep in my heart, God knows my heart. I'm so thankful to all of you media. Because of you, we become popular. We become known to all over the world because you helping us. So supporting boxing. I always consider that and thinking about that. So thankful to all of you. Of course, God
Thanks, Manny.
Thank
you, Manny.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Manny.
Filipino here in the Philippines, in Cebu. In Cebu. Fantastic
Daghang salamat sa mga bistag na taga sa Cebu, Visayas. Thank you to all your support. Mabuhay. Ayaw mo dang tanan. Ang Ginoo magapauban kanyo karon.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Manny. Thank you. Toda.
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 I thought Fred sit on the side of the best.
Thank you.
That was good. That was great.
That was great.
As good as I've heard him in many years.
That thank you to us seemed like a goodbye.
It kind of did.
Right? To you too? Marvin, how's it going, brother? Can we talk real quick?
About Christmas?
Yeah, of course. What else?
Christmas.
All right, let me just get you in focus here. All right, cool. All right, Carol, the sports are here with Marvin Memorial. Tell me, man, when the Spence news hit the gym, what was the vibe like? What were people thinking? But you also still had a fight, so it wasn't completely lost, right?
The first time we heard it, we were very disappointed. I can't believe, like 2 weeks before the fight, and this thing happened. But this is boxing. We have to care about the health of other people too, especially our opponent. We can't fight a blind person.
Yeah, man. No, hopefully all the best to Earl Spence.
And the good thing is they already have the backup, which is like this world-class fighter also, which is they have champions in the same organization. So worked out.
Do you think Manny's annoyed that he has to fight for his belt that he never lost, or does he find as opportunity because now he gets to break his own record?
Yeah, Manny is he's an open-minded, He's always happy whatever you put in front of him, he'll take care of it. So, I think it's good also that there's something that he can think about this fight, about the belt.
Right. The sparring partners he dropped, was that a left-handed sparring partner or a right-handed sparring partner? Did he do that later once the switch was made?
No, sparrings are still like a lot of rounds when that thing happened. When we found out that he's fighting Ugas, it's already close to the fight. So they didn't spar that hard, so light sparring.
Did he get much sparring in at all with right-handers?
Oh, not really, because it's 2 weeks before the fight, so he's been sparring southpaws, but there's 2 sparrings with actually 3 sparrings with right-handed. It went well.
Right. You've been, lastly, man, I know you've been with Manny for a long time. Is there anything different? What would be the biggest difference from, like, say, 10 years ago, 32-year-old Manny Pacquiao to now 42?
The difference is what I saw is his age. That's the biggest difference. But about his performance and instinct, it's still the same. We'll just find out the result.
Right. You still do the pads with them and stuff?
No, because Freddie and Bobo are the ones.
No, they're doing. Oh, okay.
We're just helping him with the strategy and.
Give your hands a rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Backup, so
All right.
do whatever they want me to do.
Excellent. Marvin, tell the fans where they can follow you, brother, and see what you're up to.
Follow me on Instagram at Marvin Somodio, and please watch the fight this coming Saturday.
Yes,
It's
sir.
gonna be an exciting fight. It's not a one-sided fight. So let's go.
Definitely. Thank you, Marvin. Appreciate you, sir. Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. Hello.
Listen, my kids are damn spoiled ass kids. Come on, brothers. You know what I'm saying?
This is the child. Yeah, that's the father. This is the granddad. That's a tap.
Hey, baby, listen, I got somebody here to say something.
You think that will ever fire off that?
At some point during the week, maybe get a 5-6 minutes in with Freddie.
Ask Chris Tucker. So there's no conflict of interest. There's so many corners. I'm taking everything from Fred Sternberg.
Okay.
He's doing all the corners. So if I say yes to you guys, I don't want to overlap with what he has set up. So just ask Chris Sternberg.
Okay.
Do you think,
he gives the green light,
everything how it shook out, and how Manny was looking, do you think
You guys leaving right after this? You guys leaving?
or would it be fairly close?
Oh, okay. So if he finishes and Manny's still around? All right, for sure.
See you, Brian.
I know I mentioned it to you. What do you make of Manny maybe moving down, fighting Josh Taylor, and doing something? That's, I guess, the last thing that
You loving that angle, aren't
he
you?
hasn't talked about.
Yeah, fuck
Fighting
that
for an
shit.
undisputed title.
Don't do it.
Keep talking that shit. Right, I'm sure it was. We'll jump in here right now. Jump in.
You guys can find out.
So we'll jump in
There's
here
people
right
there that
now.
don't pay to see that fight. You and who else? I don't know, there's a lot of people. No, a lot of people.
I'm Scottish, Freddie. That makes sense to me. I'm
Yeah.
Scottish. That makes sense to me.
All right, Freddie. It's always good chatting with you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Hey, Freddie.
I don't know yet. She said it's Freddie. Pacquiao needs Freddie. Yeah, oh yeah.
Hey, Freddie. What's up, brother? What do you think about Canelo versus Plant?
Who?
Canelo versus Caleb Plant?
Who's Caleb Plant?
The IBF 168 champion? Thanks, Freddie. Did you hear that?
Yeah, who is he?
No, he just straight said, who's Caleb Plant? Diane.
Yes.
Hi, Steven, KOR Sports. Can we do an interview? Are you busy?
Sure,
or
sure,
you
yeah.
about to do your own
No, I
self?
can.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm not. Yeah,
Not on just yet? All right.
What do you? What
How do you say your last name?
Castillejo.
Castillejo.
Yeah, what is for?
KOR Sports on YouTube.
Okay.
Knockout Artist Sports on YouTube. Yeah.
Is your lighting okay?
It actually is, yes.
Mask on or off?
However you like. Yeah. Yeah.
Nobody around.
All right. KOR Sports. We're here with Diane Castillejo. I almost got it. Tell me when you guys heard the news, when it kind of got to you too about the change in opponent. What was kind of your personal like?
Me, I was like super like what? Oh my gosh! But you know, I was like, is this really happening? So I checked it out, and I got the official statement. But then after I saw Manny just so relaxed and so chill, just as he normally is, I said, okay, nothing to be worried about.
Yeah.
The thing with Manny is that he is so prepared. Like he works so hard. Like I don't know where he gets the energy at that age. I mean, having done this so many times, but he's really revved up for this fight. So to me, I saw him like not even worried that there was like a change of opponent, and he was like, okay, can't fight. Okay, who can fight me? Okay, I'll fight you.
Right.
Something like that.
Right. And then you, obviously being a boxing fan, you know, you're sure you've seen Ugas before. Were you a
Yeah.
little worried, kind of like, oh, maybe it's a little too much this short time?
I was a little concerned about his size. Like he's 3 inches taller. He's very imposing. He's very physical. You know, he looks like a sturdy guy. He's younger, but not much younger, right? But then I watched. I think he was very dangerous against Sean Porter. But I think the last 2 fights, a little bit slipped there. I mean, you know, he wasn't really. I feel in showing his A game. So I feel in that sense, because I've seen Manny train and how in shape he is. Of course, we really don't know what happens to a 42-year-old after he's had a 2-year break. But I just see the adrenaline and the force from Manny. So I just think Manny is too much of an experienced fighter to be able to just, you know, and I think he's seen everything. To me, I mean, not a, you know, super professional, but Dennis looks like, you know, just like same styles, not really angles and all that. So I don't know, unless Manny gets really old in the ring, I'll have to go with Manny.
Right. No, of course. The feel of Manny Pacquiao's last fight, maybe the way he's talking, the way things are going.
Personally, I don't think so because of I've seen how much he enjoys training and how much he loves it. Actually, like, he's even increased his mileage in running, and he's like just so enthused, and you can see he's like super happy. And I mean, I always say that he's happy in camp, but now he's like super happy. So I think he'll miss it, you know, and I think he still feels strong. You can see that he takes pride in having an 8-pack, you know, he likes it. So, you know, unless he gets really busy in politics, then it may be his last fight.
That's what was going to be my last question was, he talks about being president. I think he has to make the decision in February.
Yeah.
You kind of, you know, in the Philippines, all that, like, do you see that's maybe that he would have a great chance at winning, and that maybe he's there, at least politically wise?
Well, I know he's thinking about it. I know more than thinking about it, he's really praying about it. I really feel like, you know, ever since I've known Manny, he has this something on the inside of him. I think perhaps that God has downloaded in him that he really wants to help the Filipino people. He wants to raise the level of life. He wants to help alleviate poverty, and he seems to really want to always to serve. And in his head, he feels like he can do that better if he's in a higher office. So we'll see. You know, politics is a really different game. So I think also it's destiny. It's also providential. So we're just going to have to see what happens there.
It's going to be interesting. The story of Manny Pacquiao continues, right? Tell the fans where they could follow you and see what's going on with
yeah, so I'm Diane Castillejo, DYANCASTILLEJO. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and also I have a new show called Play It Right TV. You can see that on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and of course our YouTube channel. So I hope you'll support us.
Yes.
Play It Right TV.
There it is. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank
I really appreciate it. Yeah, sorry, yeah.
Vince, what did you need to say? Excuse me, what's your YouTube channel?
It's KO Artist.
KO Artist.
Like knockout artist. Yeah. Sports. Yeah.
See, that's what worries me.
Okay, we got Pacquiao over here. We got, we're just kind of marinating right now to see what we get. What's going on? Good. How are you? Looks like y'all went through the training camp too, huh? Yeah. Y'all, I'm ready to fight too.
I can't tell because you've got a mask on.
No.
I've seen a few people interviewing him.
That's my one of Pacquiao's trainers.
Okay.
Yeah. He was like tall and skinny.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you want to do camera top or you want to do something else? Why don't you research it first? Look at it. Mom might look like it.
That's everything up there.
Huh?
Sorry, bro.
Yeah, when you drive me out.
ano to, di kaya. Maraming salamat sa ating mga kababayan na sumusuporta. Maraming salamat po sa inyo lahat. Tandaan niyo po, basta radyo.
Pare, okay na? Ginagawa ko niya basta.
My last fight or there's more, never know. Don't miss it. Thank you to all of you. Thank you guys. Balatito, yeah, I would not be shocked because boxing is
Manny, do you want to see Casemiro versus Donaire or Casemiro versus Inoue?
I think Casemiro Inoue.
Oh yeah? Why? Thanks guys.
Good, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Good one. I can promote that.
Manny, about Alexis Arguello, what do you have to say?
Alexis Arguello died last 2009, right?
Yeah.
Alexis Arguello always was good. Same inspiration for boxing. Thanks.
Thank you, Manny.
Protection right there.
I didn't bust it though.
Let's not abuse the privilege, fellas. Come on.
What up, what up? Guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Hey, we got over 50 likes. Appreciate that. Appreciate you guys. Oh, uh-oh. Wow, look at my memory card, how it melted. Look at that crazy shit. How the hell did that happen in my pocket? That's crazy shit, man. It melted, bro. What kind of crazy shit was that? You see that thing? No. Look at this. It was in my pocket. Look at that. No way I had something that hot in my pocket. Because this was good like 10 seconds ago. That's nuts. That's kind of nuts. You know what it probably was? Is one of the hot batteries from my camera. When I took it out, I put it in my pocket, but damn, I didn't think it'd do all that. Look at that crazy thing.
Everybody crash. Everybody crash.
Ready? I'm Ellie Setback reporting.
What's good, man? Punch on boxing, Ellie.
Punch drunk.
Flesh on the flesh.
First of all, I gotta ask you this: how do you know about that name? Like, why punch drunk? Like, that's not a good thing necessarily.
No, just punch on boxing. That's why.
All right. All right, my peeps. As you can see, we're here. Thank you guys so much for watching. We are going to be getting take this mask off so you can see my face. Mask off. Mask off. See, YouTube's gonna flag me now. But anyway, right here. Appreciate you guys watching. All the footage will be up soon as I get it up. Thank you guys for watching. Man, it's only been 30 minutes? No way. I feel like we've been recording this thing for way longer than that. That can't be right. I'm pretty sure that's not right. But anyway, appreciate you guys all watching. We'll do all the footage that we got, put it all up as soon as possible. Thank you guys. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon, because I'm going live on everything this week. So this week get notified as soon as I go live. I'm usually in the first row, something like that. So you guys will get full access, and then I get wherever I could get to. So appreciate you guys. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. And I'll be putting up all this stuff soon. Right now.